The task of the attacking infantryman is to close with and kill the enemy. He may be able to make a covered approach, but generally the enemy will occupy positions which dominate all possible approaches. The infantry must therefore use their firepower to keep the enemy's heads down while they maneuver into position for the final assault. Although most attacks are coordinated at battalion, company or platoon level, the rifle section can put down a very significant weight of fire and is thus able to move forward on its own by fire and maneuver. This ability is useful when fighting through an objective after covering fire is lifted. In supplementing covering fire in an attack, if an enemy position has not been dealt with, taking on small enemy posts in the advance when the full deployment of the platoon is not necessary, and in small encounter actions.
Wanted by platoon commander now.
Cheers. Come better, sir! I'm away for a now, group. By Mr. Bish. We'll be moving out in 30 minutes. Prepare the section for battle.
Right, now the ground. On our left, the trees. Those will be your left boundary. In the center, the scrub. I want you to pay particular attention to that. And on our right, more trees.
See?
I want you to pay particular attention to those, as they will be your right boundary.
What is it?
Right, let's move back. You've seen the ground. Now, orders. Situation. The company is consolidating on this feature. 1 platoon is left, 2 platoon is right, and 3 in depth. Enemy. The enemy appears to have withdrawn completely. However, 2 or 3 riflemen were seen bugging out in the direction of the scrub. They may still be there. Mission. Your mission is to clear the scrub. To clear the scrub.
Right, sir.
Execution. What I want you to do is to take this on with your section independently, using fire and maneuver up to the tree line as indicated. If you bump anything like an automatic weapon or heavier, the company or platoon will come and help you out. You've got to get a move on that. We've got to clear the start line for the next phase by 1400. Service support, command and signals, no change.
Right, sir.
Time now, 11:58.
Right, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Right, you take another look from the OP, and I'll go back. When you're ready to move, I want you to call me up.
Right, sir.
Before he went to be briefed by his platoon commander, the section commander issued a warning order. So by the time he returns, the administrative preparations for battle are nearly complete.
Gunner, stay where you are. The remainder of you close in on me for order. Right, I want Pitt, Brown and Miller to form one group. This is James, he's a new one. I want James, you, Bird and myself to form the second group. Has everybody got that? Good. Orders. Ground. I want you to look here at this small slope here. This represents the hill we are now situated on. We are on the reverse side, which is approximately in this area here. Directly forward of us, we have that re-entrant. This here represents that re-entrant. Over this area here, these dock leaves.
After briefing his section on the ground and the situation, the section commander gives the mission.
Our mission is to clear the area of the scrub immediately to our front. To clear the area of the scrub immediately to our front. Execution. We will move by bounds until we make contact. I will give further orders at the start of each bound. We will move out at 12:30 hours, 5 minutes time. Any questions? James, I want you to prepare for battle. Elliot's got some camp cream. Terry, I want you to tell the gunner, give him the orders I've just passed, and chivvy up the section a bit, get him ready to move while I have a look at the ground.
Orders completed, the section is prepared for battle. The section commander now makes an appreciation of the ground over which the first bound will be made.
On the left, high ground, pretty bare, but there are some scattered bushes and trees. The center is low ground, very open. On the right, high ground with plenty of cover.
Right, here. Here.
The section commander, having made his appreciation, gives an anticipatory order.
Colonel Bannister, I want you to move your gun group to the clump of trees on the high ground to your left. I want you to cover us as we move forward to the scrub immediately to our front. Rifle group, prepare to cover. Gun group, move. The rest of you, should you have to take cover, I want you to move into the scrub or into the gully immediately to your front. Any questions? Prepare to move.
Gunner, watch those furs.
Move. Push out, James.
Movement through areas that may contain enemy, or on approaching an enemy position, should be by using the appropriate formations. Note the position of the gun group and the section commander. All members of the section must be trained to move stealthily and alertly without undue noise, and to think ahead for themselves. Once the section's on the move, anticipatory orders should be given quietly and only during the pauses between bounds.
Move forward.
Rifle group, prepare to move. Move.
Get up, you can't go taking cover every time a couple of stray rounds go open. I'll get moving. Come on.
The section must be trained to continue the advance in spite of the noise of fire directed at someone else, and regardless of stray rounds nearby. Crack and thump training enables them to differentiate between non-effective and effective fire.
Od ani idут поскорей. Прицел на 200 метров. Ждать моей команды.
On coming under effective fire, each soldier will dash to the nearest cover, or to that cover pointed out in the anticipatory order. Once under cover, he'll continue crawling so that the enemy cannot have his sights on him when he reappears. In locating the enemy, look in the direction from which the thump came. The time between the crack and the thump gives an indication of the range. Look for smoke, movement, anything unusual.
Stop! Section 200. Fire trees. Left 9 o'clock. Bushes. Left edge. Rapid. Fire!
If the enemy can't be located normally, then the section commander will have to try and draw the enemy's fire by engaging selected targets in areas most likely to be occupied. If there's no reaction, then the advance will continue by fire and movement, obviously with greater caution. The section commander has now re-established control, has given a fire order, and is bringing down for a short period maximum fire on the enemy position. Notice that firers move their positions to avoid detection by the enemy. As soon as he's won the firefight, the section commander makes his combat appreciation.
Stop! Gun group! Miller, go on!
Notice that some firers continue, ensuring that fire superiority is maintained.
No one's hurt, that's good. Now what am I going to do? Aim, to capture the enemy slit trench. Ground, left, bare with little cover. Center, no cover. Right, scrub and trees with a covered approach. Plan. Gun group to move further forward to the left. Will then fire and maneuver to make an assault from a covered approach on the right.
Relay to Corporal Bannister. I want him to move the gun group further forward to the left to cover our assault on the right. Miller, ensure everyone knows we'll be moving in groups as we move across the open space to the bushes on the right. Good. Pitt, we'll move from here in 2 groups round the bushes to the firs, our final assault position. I want your group to move first. Brown, we'll move in 2 groups round the bushes to the firs, our final assault position. 1 group will move first. Any questions? Good. Rifle group, rapid fire! Gun group, fire! Well! Move!
A section can get into a position from which it can assault the enemy by using fire and maneuver, either as groups of men, pairs, or individuals. In the flanking assault, an angle of 90 degrees between the direction of the assault and the gun group ensures the most effective covering fire. Before making the assault, the section commander makes a quick final appreciation.
Pitt, move your group round to right and cover us on the frontal assault. Elliot, prepare the grenades.
While the gun group cover us, we'll move forward through the cover until we're within assaulting distance of the enemy position. On the cover of the other group, my group will throw grenades and then assault.
Down!
After the enemy position has been neutralized, the assault team push straight through the objective and take up covering positions to the front.
Elliot, cover the bushes to your front.
The remainder of the rifle group move forward to clear the enemy position and take on any flanking or depth positions if necessary. The area is cleared and enemy dead searched for useful information, maps, papers, etc.
Two enemy, both dead. Both dead, fine. Right, I want yourself and Brown to cover off from that bush to this bush here on your right. Seen? The body between you, go now. Ammunition.
2 mags left.
Good throw. Right, bush left. Ammunition.
3 mags.
Good. Right, bush left. Ammunition.
2.5 mags.
Good. Hey, up the top. Fire down his position. Gun here. Look left. Seen?
Go.
Bush right.
Go.
Cover that area. How you fix my ammunition?
Low cover.
Good. Down to the bottom. Get some off Brown. Quickly.
Hello, 1-1, this is 1-1 out. Halfway to final bound. One enemy position located and destroyed. Advance continuing, over.
1-1. Roger, out.
Cover Bannister. I want you to take your gun to that little mound directly to your front. Seen? Rifle group. Prepared to cover. Move. Look in. Take Elliot.
The best lines of advance are those which provide the best position for observation and fire, and at the same time, the maximum cover from view and fire throughout. After each bound, the section commander will point out a new reference point for fire orders. Likely positions to take cover in if fired upon, the limit of the next bound, and the position from which the gun group is to cover them.
Cover Bannister. I want you to take your gun group to the 2 trees forward and left to you. Seen? Rifle group, prepared to cover. Move! Listen in. 250. Large, prominent tree. To be known as tree. Also our axis. Should we come under fire when we move forward from this position, I want you to crawl forward into the small fold directly to your front. Our next bound will be 100 meters. Pass it on. Prepare to move. Move.
The section commander should be looking all the time for positions where his section can take cover and, where necessary, give covering fire. In this case, the enemy is well concealed, so targets are difficult to locate. The section commander will not always be the first to see the enemy. It may be a rifleman or one of the gun group that'll spot them first.
Christ, that was nasty. Looks as though James copped it. Now, I can't just lie here getting a tan. Where's the enemy?
Enemy corpse! 200. Tree. Right, 3 o'clock tree. Small bush. Enemy. Not seen. Bush wire tracer. Stop! 200. Tree. Right. 3 o'clock. Bottom of first. Rapid. Fire.
While the gun group and rifle group keep the enemy's heads down, the section commander makes his appreciation.
Stop! Gun group! Bird! Miller, carry on!
First, aim. To clear the enemy from the slit trench at the base of the fir tree. Second, ground. Left, fairly bare, but high ground on the left. Center, bare-arsed, and the enemy have got it covered. On the right, good cover, and there's some dead ground we could use. Plan. Gun group to stay where it is and cover us as we assault from the right flank.
Bird! Relay. Alan! Can you see the rifle group? They are going to move round to the right. We are going to cover them. Pass it on to the gunner. Rifle group. We are going to move round to the right into the dead ground. The gun group will cover us on the left. Rifle group, prepare to move. Brown, you collect James' ammunition on the way around. Now!
Smoke can be a two-edged weapon. The attacker can screen his movement or deceive the enemy by skillful use of smoke. It must not obscure the enemy and so inhibit provision of adequate covering fire. In this case, part of the approach to the assault position is over relatively open ground, and the section move at the double, under cover of the smoke and the fire of the gun group. Once in dead ground, however, the section commander orders his men to walk, so that they'll have plenty of dash left for the assault. Remember, sweat saves blood. Brains saves sweat and blood.
The enemy is about 60 yards off. Gun group's keeping their head down okay. I'll leave half the rifle group to cover us while we crawl to within grenade chucking distance.
We are moving up into those bushes there. That will be our final assault position. All right? When we go through the position, I want you to ensure that you check the enemy for any papers or anything that might be of valuable information, okay? Right, you move around now. We're moving out in about 1 minute's time, okay? Go on. Brown, Bird, we are going to move forward to a final assault position. We're being covered by the gun on the left, also the rifle group on the right, okay? Right, move now.
Somebody up near you to your front. Brown, bushes. Good, let's move.
Fighting through the objective must be done thoroughly when two or more positions are encountered.
Elliot and myself will move out first. You follow after. Move!
Stop! Scrub immediately to your front. Rapid! Fire! Prepare to move!
The gun group commander must be relied upon to move his gun intelligently if separated by noise, smoke, or distance, so that he can always support the rifle group.
Pit! Scrub immediately to your front. Rapid! Fire!
There's no time for fancy tactics. Couple banisters on the ball, that's something. He can cover us from the right flank. I'll make a frontal assault, but first I'll give them a blast from one of the section anti-tank weapons. Then we'll fire and maneuver by groups and then individually till we get into grenade range. That should do it.
Pit! Pass your ammunition on to Bird. Bird! Relay to Corporal Bannister. I want the gun group to cover us on the right. We're assaulted from this position by fire and maneuver. Okay? Stop! Miller, go on. Listen in. We're going to move forward here by fire and maneuver until we get into grenade chucking distance. We'll move in two groups. My group will move first. I want Elliot, you to cover us with your rocket. Now!
A well-trained section will react automatically to snap commands and hand signals from the section commander. They will know, too, that before they move, the rest of the rifle group are giving them covering fire. The technique employed here is extremely tiring and cannot be carried out for very long even by the fittest soldiers and requires tight control. Ammunition expenditure can be heavy. The gun group is responsible for watching the section commander, watching the movement of the rifle group so that covering fire can be given at critical moments,
Take it easy!
and be varied from rapid to slow, so as to conserve ammunition.
Rapid!
As soon as the grenades have been thrown, the assault must go in as quickly as possible. The GPMG will fire onto the objective as long as possible, switching to beyond it as the rifle group makes its assault. The courage and determination of the section commander will be tested to the full at this stage. Very often, it'll be by his personal example that the scales will return from defeat to victory.
Brown, bushes, dead tree, seen? Bird, see that tree?
Yeah.
Your left boundary, these bushes here, seen?
See?
Check your ammunition. Ammunition.
One mag.
One mag. Bird.
Right, off a mag.
Good. Miller, down over there. Pitt, here. How's Elliot?
Cut in the shoulder, I put a dressing on it.
Good. Right, I want you and Bird to go back and check the position, okay? Get back there now. Once you get through, back down, bring Elliot up to here, okay?
Right.
Right, go. Right, take your gun group to those trees over there, okay? I want them to cover off the area to our front. Move them there now, quickly. Miller, ammunition.
One magazine.
Good.
2 enemy, both dead. Bird is going to look after Elliot.
Great stuff. How are you fixed for ammunition?
1 magazine.
Right, back to your own position. Cover the area to the front. Move now, quickly. Well done.
Hello, 1-1. This is 1-1 Alpha, over.
1-1, send over.
1-1 Alpha. Mission complete. X-ray 1, Yankee 1. Kazovac at this location. Roger so far, over.
1-1, roger, over.
1-1 Alpha. Require 7.62 500. Bells 4. White phosphorus 2. Grenades 6. Rockets 2. Over.
1-1, Wilco out.
And so Corporal Rooney's section successfully complete their task. Their success was due to their application of the basic battle drills: preparation for battle, reaction to effective enemy fire, location of the enemy, winning the firefight, the assault, fighting through, and reorganization.
Hello, 1-1 Alpha, this is 1-1 Lima. Well done. Sunray is moving in your area and can help Kazovac. All 1-1 call signs moving to join you now. Over.
Their skill and determination in their use of fire and maneuver enabled the section to close with the enemy and kill him.
A 1-1 Alpha. Roger out.